It's Whimsy and we're back today with more Quantum Break. We are at Act 4, Part 4, Will's Workshop 2010. We went back to the past with Jack and we met future Beth, who went to the past as well. And she's been through some shit, okay? She seems traumatized. She doesn't seem to be doing very good. She seems haunted. And we also have some of her journal to read, and we have Time Knife that we haven't read the part 2. So I'm gonna start with that, so you guys can skip with the timestamp if you don't want that, you know, and just want to see the gameplay. But I would like to go back and read some of the lore stuff. So yeah, here we go. We have Beth in the menu looking like her future self back in the past. So yeah, oh my god, the superposition of the two is crazy. Anyways, sorry, let's jump into it. Let's go. Here we go.
I don't know a fraction of the hell that Beth went through.
That scared
what she
me.
experienced when she saw the end of time, how that
so
changed her,
long.
like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts.
Yeah.
You okay?
She is not, in fact, okay.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
And I think she dies. I believe that
in 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
I believe Paul gets the countermeasure thanks to us or something, and she dies in the process. This is what I think. Now, was it in the swimming pool? No. The collectibles, girl. I think in the swimming pool I read everything. Yeah, I read all of that. It was here. No, it wasn't. Huh? Wait a minute. The Rise of Monarch Whiteboard. I wanted to read that, and I wanted to read the journal. Yeah, never mind. It was here. Yes. Beth's journal, February 28, 1999. Back in time. If you guys are not interested in this, I will put timestamps. You can skip. No worries at all. I totally understand. Here I am, back in time. I've already lived once before. No idea how long I'll need to stay here. No idea what comes next. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. If I'm going to come to terms with that, then I'm going to need to write it all down. There's nobody to tell this to but myself, so hello me again. This all started back in 2016. Jack and I kidnapped Dr. Amaral. We were supposed to use the time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Mo switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There was nothing to do but keep moving forward, and when I exited the corridor, I arrived in one place I never thought possible, the end of time. She didn't change the date. She just... What did she do again, Dr. Amaral? It's just that Beth entered the wrong side, right? Of the... Like, she should have entered the other side if she wanted to go back in time, no? Something like that. Maybe she changed something in Dr. Amaral as well. My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw, was it proof that it couldn't be stopped? I can't believe that. There's a logic to all this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down details of the end of time. Not yet. Of course they're not. They don't want us to know. The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. I spent a long time trying to fix William's machine, but somebody beat me to it. He set a course to the earliest time the machine could operate. The first time the core was activated, February 28, 1999. I followed him through. It was Paul. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture. I told him that he was the only one who could create a solution. He begged me not to tell him anything else about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that, being constantly aware of what will come to pass. His every action just part of the preordained dance. I wanted to tell him more, but I know how he felt. Yeah, William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build a countermeasure. This whole time it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have the sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. He says a jump that far would be nearly impossible without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently that hasn't happened yet. That's his way of saying I'm trapped. In 1999, second time around, so here I am. July 19, 1999. Time machine move equals success. I worked with Will to get the time machine moved. Had to make sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage, so we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe, Bradbury swimming pool. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant buying the property. It's the one place I know for sure that Monarch won't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016. That means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build a countermeasure here. He says that it has to be done at his workshop. He chose that location to build a time machine for a reason. Something about abnormal chronon density, anomalies, whatever. Interesting. Didn't seem to concern him that the very people we need to hide from know about his workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him who those people actually are. Guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete and Will is on his way, all I can do is wait. Not liking the idea of that. Keeping busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party. Absolutely. September 5th, 1999. Little me. The most surreal experience. Her eyes looked so full of life, look into the clouds, invulnerable to the world around her. She looked full of life, she looked happy. It was me. I can't imagine how that feels. I knew the day was coming. I knew that I had to go see her and set her on her mission so that she would do what needed to be done, so that someday she would become, well, me. She was in the backyard, bright red duffel coat, playing, simple pleasures. It's strange. I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to see me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom, gifting me with purpose. Now I was that woman, trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. It didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her the notebook. I told a small child to give up those simple pleasures to pursue a life that would bring nothing but pain and hardship. I promised her that it would be all worth it, that she would make a difference, that she would save the world. She believed me. January 1st, 2000. Epic Y2K party. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns in a train swimming pool party on Buffy. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a throwback for sure. Wow. September 11th, 2001, 9/11. Yep. I tried to stop it a second time. I warned them, told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this could be changed as a child. But since then, I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong, desperate to believe that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch. I tried to stop Paul Serene, both versions of him. Every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I've tried to stop tragedy as well. Jack's parents, Christmas of 1999. Wow, she tried. I knew what happened to them, and this time I was there. Car crashed exactly as it was supposed to. My presence only led it to happen as it always did. What? It was because of her. Oh, I didn't think of that. Because she was there. No. I went to the funeral. I watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself. I watched two brothers change forever in that moment, and I could do nothing about it. And now this, fuck. May 22nd, 2002, Monarch. They spotted me near William's workshop, barely got out of there alive. After all this time, Serene is still obsessed with finding me. He won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the future. May 22nd, 2003. The end of time. Been having recurring nightmares about what I saw. I've been dreading doing this, but it's time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. Okay, let's go. In 2016, I entered a time machine, intending to travel back to 2010. That didn't happen. Dr. Emerald changed the date. When I exited the machine, I arrived at the end of time. The fracture had run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment. I was the only one still able to function, or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I can still hear them. The sound echoed through my dreams. The entire world was still except me. They really don't like movement. I'd stepped out of the machine into the one thing I spent my entire life trying to prevent. The fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. The first hours were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never able to stay in one place because the shifters were always searching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this a few days in. I heard the shifters become agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else, Paul Serene. A younger Paul, scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, tried to convince me that we needed to work together to help each other through. He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct, but he had those damn powers, and all I had was a chronon harness. The end of the world, the only two people left, and we became sworn enemies. I can't be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months, could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. We've shared an experience that no other human has ever endured. Yeah, that's true. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this all from happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. I followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed Monarch. He built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't escape the feeling that my actions helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. That can't be my part in all of this. There has to be more. I wake up in cold sweat most nights. I hear the shifters come in. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory, but there is one detail that I can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission in question. One detail that haunts me. 2021. What? What? February 3rd, 2005. Hobbies. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete. I spent most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my specialty. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan or if he'll emerge from that machine in 2010. Best not to think about it. I'm not giving up, but I can't let these thoughts consume me. I need to focus on the present, focus on what is in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going. Just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies. Tried poetry, got depressed. Dabbled with guitar for a while, smashed it against the wall. Then I started experimenting with graffiti. Seems to be working out okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels. Partly as a form of self-expression, partly as a means of release, partly just to fuck with people. What happens when Joe analyzes some graffiti on a wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later his depiction of that image comes true? Not sure, but it's fun to think about. I can't change anything, but at least this gives me the illusion of some kind of power. That illusion is what keeps me holding on. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mailboxes telling them what will happen next week. I watch a reaction from afar. Voyeurism and graffiti. That's my life these days. Focus on the present. October 8, 2007. Jack. I started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt the need to follow him, to watch his life from the outside, but now I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death. The onset of the fracture. Worst day of both of our lives. He was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. There's some kind of comfort in seeing him in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad. Whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time, but there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. That's so cute, actually. He never had an easy life. It was nice to see that he found a way to release all that. He just looked happy. It made me forget everything else. The nightmares stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him, giving me something else to focus on. I've spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. I knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth. He believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through the machine on July 4th, 2010. What will he think when he sees me? 11 years will have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then, and for him it could only be a matter of minutes. What do I say? That I saw the end? That this might all be for nothing? I was the one who believed without question that we would stop the fracture. That confidence has now been replaced with insecurity, weakness. I fear letting him see that. I fear that he'll see the doubt in my eyes. For years I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared. December 2007. Memory. Tonight I painted something at the university campus. It was only after I was finished and took a step back to look at it that I realized I've seen it before, about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall but washed away. It was a jolt. Is all of this futile? Nothing sticks. Nothing has changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Fucking time travel. July 9th, 2008. Will. I've been in contact with Will every 6 months or so. Short exchanges just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but he's now confident that he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time, but in order to do so, it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. Oh. I asked him what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It will mean that we failed. Ooh. July 21st, 2008. Everything I have done has been for nothing. July 4th, 2010. Final entry. The day is here. Soon I will receive word that William has completed the countermeasure. I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that this doesn't mean we will succeed. I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. But I'm not giving up. Lie or not, I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. It's all I ever known. Even if I've seen the proof that I won't succeed, I'm not giving up. I will dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to seeing this through. I'll retrieve the countermeasure. I'll keep it safe until 2016. I will do everything in my power to activate it when the time comes. I will fail, but I will fail knowing that I did everything in my power to save the world. For years I hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone. That's how it will end. This will be my final entry. She dies before she can activate it, I believe. Wow, what a character. What a woman. Honestly, she did what she could, but it's just all already written, I guess, you know, like... Oh my god. I can only imagine in her place the constant psychological warfare, you know, of all this that has done to her. Rise of Monarch Whiteboard. CEO never disclosed in 1999 because it was Paul. Future Paul. Lucrative investments, all based on Serene's future knowledge. In 2000, spotted following William Joyce. Monarch is following William throughout Riverport, no longer safe to keep in direct communication. Martin Hatch hired. First listing of Martin Hatch on employee chart. No details available on Hatch prior to this. That's also really fucking weird. Monarch patrolling workshop. Monarch spotted me near Will's workshop. Barely escaped alive but must avoid workshop area. 2003, well positioned on the Fortune 500. Investment has stopped. PR campaign has begun. Monarch still searching for me. Must stay out of public eye from this point forward in 2005. 2006, Gull Island must investigate further. 2006, Martin Hatch has now designated Monarch spokesperson. Previous spokesperson found dead. Every promotion Hatch received results from a tale of blood. Yeah. He knows things. He knows things. He's also used the machine or something, I don't know. But he knows things. He's been to the future or something, I don't know. Monarch investigated Will's workshop. Monarch personnel spotted covertly entering Will's workshop. They may know what we're up to. Monarch security cameras now surround workshop. Approaching area will alert Serene. Monarch Chronon tech researcher under Dr. Kim not proceeding as planned. Not enough Chronon particles available. Ground Zero not present. Interesting. Hired as Chronon research scientist. Oh, that's weird. Or maybe we'll read Time Knife at the end of the episode if we have time. We'll read it in this playthrough, do not worry. I'm just wondering if I'll have enough time to play. Will is sleeping. Maybe he was like a shifter or something and he went into the machine. Oh lord. Oh shit. Can't we talk to him? Beer pong! Oh, I thought it was Will. It's not Will. Never mind.
Does Will know we're coming?
No, he doesn't.
I can't believe we're stuck working on the 4th of July.
Hey, you don't have to do this. You wanted to take the extra shift.
I know.
4th of July, dude. Fireworks and everything.
What are you gonna do with the extra cash?
I'm gonna buy a tanning bed and I'm gonna live in it. It's a reference. You wouldn't get it.
Wait. What reference is that? Do you guys know? A tanning bed and I'm gonna live in it?
This job sucks.
I don't know that ref.
Listen to that party. I wish I was.
Who the hell turned out the...
Whoops. Sorry.
That's a quantum ripple.
Power outages this week. That's the last straw. I've had it.
Where the hell you think you're going, Punch?
I quit.
Oh. Punch is quitting.
Over here, Jack. From this point on, we may be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Gimme.
All right.
What do my upgrades look like? We have 6. Wait a minute. Only takedown is there. Time blast. Shield. Why not? Oh.
Hey, Will?
He's not here. I made sure of that,
What? Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
which is why he needs to be kept safe, in case things go bad.
Fine. We get the device, then you lead me, my brother.
Sure.
I need to remember how to play this game.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
All right, Will. Where'd you hide that safe?
There's so much.
11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
This must be where he built it.
Night Springs! Oh no, it's Will.
It's April 2nd, 1999. It's been about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future.
That's crazy.
Since Wilder. I've moved the machine. Hidden it. I wish I could destroy it, but I made it tell me as little as possible. But when we know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can't tell the difference. I think she understood.
Beth, please. Let me watch.
Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. It's...
But like, at this point...
I have to fix it. I have to.
He's
I don't know how yet.
trying.
I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism of the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take years of research. I have no idea how to do this.
It's just circle.
How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilder's from the future, and she came to me. I have to assume that I was successful, right? Why else would she come to me?
Because she felt like she had to. But if it's all written,
He was
I
planning
don't know.
on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he ever had the chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out.
I don't know. I'm really having trouble with my things. I don't know how much of it is already written because we do have some quantum ripples, but at the end of the day, like they're not that big of a deal, you know? Like I don't know. All the big major events are just happening the same, except that Paul thought that the fracture would happen less quickly, or some like the end of time is happening more quickly than he thought. But how could he have known? Because he was not there. Like he just made assumptions from the future, but he doesn't actually know when it starts. So maybe he was just wrong in his calculation, and now it's like faster, but it's not. I don't know. Will's journal. Countermeasure is near completion. I should be celebrating. I should be excited. 11 years of work is coming to an end. There is a weight on my mind. I can't shake it off. Jack came to see me. Found out that I sold our... He found out that I sold our parents' house to continue funding my research. Okay, I see. Understandably, he was furious. After all, the house was left to both of us. Ooh. He doesn't understand the necessity of what I'm doing here. Talking turned to yelling. Yelling turned to pushing. He told me it wasn't mine to sell. He told me they were his parents too. Told me that I was a piece of shit. I was angry. I couldn't contain myself. And then I said it. I still don't believe the words came out of my mouth. I told him it was his fault. The car crash? I told him that he was to blame for everything we'd been through. I knew it was the one thing that could truly hurt him, and I used it. I can justify my actions as a result of months of fatigue, frustration, lack of sleep. I was wrong. I knew it as soon as I said it. He just stood there devastated for what felt like minutes. I could see a wall building between us. He told me he's leaving this town, he's never coming back. That was 3 days ago. I haven't been able to reach him since. I can't sleep, can't eat, can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. I spent 11 years building a device to save the world. The only thing that kept me going all this time was the fact that there was one person in the world that I needed to protect, no matter what the cost. I just lost him.
Hey,
So sad, dude.
I'm pretty sure you folks are having a better time than I am. Old Bobby's still stuck in the studio just a little while longer.
My
Whereas all of
allergies
you
today.
folks are out there enjoying what I hope our spectacular 4th of July parties. So set up some fireworks, eat a little too much, drink until every joke you hear is funny, and spend some time with your loved ones. Appreciate the good things in your life, you know? This country ain't perfect, but it's still pretty damn good, and it's sure as hell worth celebrating. I'm about done here myself, and I can't wait to get home, crack open a beer or 3, and kick back with the people I love most. We're gonna appreciate that this year is better than last year, and we've all got good things to look forward to. And isn't that what today's really all about? Being safe and free, not having to be afraid, knowing that we've made a future for ourselves, and that it's all gonna be all right. Yeah. Riverport, this is Bobby Radford signing off for tonight.
Was already a radio
Wish all of
host.
you a happy Independence Day.
That's crazy. Damn. What?
There's some things you need to know. You're the only one who can stop it.
There's no theoretical groundwork.
She
It
says
could
that,
take
but...
even years to build.
And it will. You'll have to keep it a secret.
And you'll succeed.
Even from the ones you love. It's the only way to keep them safe. You witnessed one, didn't you? An echo.
Yeah. It was you.
A long time ago now.
For you, yeah. This is crazy.
You'd been there before. Witnessed flashes through time. I assume pieces of that puzzle had come together since.
And some are yet to come.
Okay, so we can go in there. And we can go in there, which is where we're supposed to go. So I'm gonna go here first.
Let's see. It was all there on the board.
Oops.
The details of his downward spiral. His work consumed him. Became some kind of desperate obsession. He was never the same.
Call Jack on his birthday. Apologize to Jack for not calling on his birthday. June 2nd. Don't forget what. Thanksgiving, remember. Pay electricity, get electricity, turn back on.
There's a long
June
door.
2nd, Jack's birthday.
Maybe the safe is inside.
Buy groceries, give bet, update on status, erase
Try to
this.
find a way in.
Apologize again. Shower first. Shower. It's up there.
The power setup wasn't working. But it must have worked at some point.
Maybe I can rewind time to get this working.
The device wasn't there. But it must have been at one time.
Gotcha. Okay, but do I want to do that now, though? Like, wait, where...
We need to find a way inside this room. Maybe there's a key.
My will is too scatterbrained to remember a key.
Nice.
My guess is there's an electronic lock in the most irrational place imaginable. All right.
Okay. Oops. Oh, good job.
Come take a look at this.
Just a second. Time machine design. Oh,
He didn't leave the code. But I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Oh, shit's about to go down.
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
No, no, no. She's gonna
You'd
die.
been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make sure they don't get anywhere near the countermeasure.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Oh.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual's en route.
Roger.
Oh no. Okay, we have a checkpoint.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Hey, hold on. Take it easy. Seems to be the problem, guys.
On your knees, now! Trojan 4, we're going inside.
I can't let you inside that building.
I said on your fucking knees. That's an order.
Hey, I'm warning you. This is not a fight you want to
They're
start.
trembling.
Then stand down.
I'm not gonna do that.
He's got a gun! Open fire! What the fuck was that? Shoot him!
Damn.
Take off! Get around him!
HQ? We got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
She's got backup. He's targeting. I don't know what he is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tidy. We can't afford unwanted attention.
He's tearing us apart.
I'm on my way. Hold perimeter.
Form up!
Huh? There we go. This one was annoying. Shoot. Okay. That's a one-shot kill. I think there's also... I'm trying to remember how to play the game because I haven't played in so long.
Stop right there.
In like
Where's the
3
girl?
weeks, so I'm like...
Hey, hold on. Take it easy.
He's got a gun! Open fire! Fuck! Shoot him!
Woo! Yeah, that's it. That's how.
No.
Oh, I didn't think that would hurt me.
Thanks for this.
Get
position.
What's the sit rep?
He got backup. He's... I don't know what he is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet and tidy. Can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart!
Flank him!
I'm on my way.
Visual! Flank target!
Oh boy, that's risky.
Huh?
Oh my god, that's so annoying.
Take the other side!
Jesus Christ.
I seen this?
Don't know how to do this. Oh boy.
Gotta move.
Risky. There are so many of them.
Time to move. Gotta move.
Taking the shot.
Dodge this!
Jesus.
Flank!
Oops. Okay. Okay, this one's gone, I think. And then we have another one here. Okay, and then there's another one. There. Didn't die. Thank you. Oh my god, this is so hard.
That's all.
Holy
Get out of
moly.
my way.
Here we are again. Exactly where we left off years ago.
Paul.
Hand it over.
I said, get out of my way.
I gotta get back in.
Yeah, okay. But is there anything outside? No. It's gonna hear.
Give me the device.
Come with me. We can survive this together. You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You know this.
What if you're wrong?
What? They activated it by mistake.
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did. Every piece falling into place.
Except one. The blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. The same exact time from which you left. Something anchored you there.
That's fucked up.
We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
Beth, come on, move. Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth.
So she stopped it? I don't...
You need to move, okay? Yeah, that's it. Get the gun. Come on.
How did that create Ground Zero? I have questions.
Come on, please. Beth, move! Paul, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't!
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
No!
Damn. I knew it.
No!
Straight up headshot, dude.
Serene
Holy
had
fuck.
to countermeasure the whole time.
Yeah, of
I had
course.
to get it back.
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but...
Like I said, I barely knew her.
So, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.
Of course it's personal. Well, damn. I knew it, but also I'm still shocked a little bit. They're losing me a bit, like with the ground. Like, how did the countermeasure create Ground Zero? I mean, I understand it's like a chronon particle thing, but Jesus. End of Act 4. Holy shit. Like, so Paul knew that Beth would be the reason why Ground Zero is made, and he was like, yeah, let's let her do that, it's fine. I'm trying to make sense of this. Are we gonna have a junction? Yes! Control surrender.
I don't have much time left, I know. I spent 17 years working it out, planning it, building Monarch, because I knew what was coming, and I knew it couldn't be stopped. But what I've built has been turned against me. What is the point in saving them if I can't trust them?
Oeh, skiften.
I'm slipping away into pain and rage.
Kanske inte någon remove.
The sickness is accelerating. The CFR. It has cost me so much. But I have harnessed its power. And with it, my plan will work. With it, I will keep the lights on when the world goes dark.
Mr. Serene? Sorry to disturb you, sir, but I have that cleanup report on Dr. Kim's lab you wanted.
Meet me in my office, soldier. I'll be there when I've sealed the CFR chamber. The lab explosion. My treatments, all gone. First things first. Seal the chamber. The chronon field regulator, William's precious countermeasure. Need to keep it safe at all costs. The lifeboat depends on it.
He's not doing too good. Look at the way he walks. Damn.
CFR has been secured.
Mr. Serene? I'm in your office.
I'll be right there. Serene out. This soldier doesn't know how close to the end I am. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of becoming the enemy.
Yeah.
What that would mean for me, for the plan. I can feel it infesting my thoughts.
The way he walks, oh my god.
I don't know who to trust anymore. Martin Hatch. He used me all these years. How deep does this betrayal run? How many more are there? They wanted the lifeboat to fail. Why? What's their agenda?
Whoa.
Sir?
That's a crazy.
Be right with you, son.
Son. That's a crazy office. Holy shit. The whole timeline and everything.
I spent years living in the past, living in the safety of knowing what happens next. Years of planning, building. It's all come to this.
$2021 end of time. Okay, that's why the 2021 thing. Find a mystery woman, recover from injuries, write down notes on everything witnessed at the end of time. Firmly plan with clear steps. Exit machine in February 1999. Low level investment. Kosovo NATO peace. Recruiting security personnel. Ex-military. Content Gibson. Woman from End of Time still not identified must be found. Threat to our plan. It's quite easy technically to invest when you already know some of the major things that happen. Like you can invest and make so much money because you know what's gonna, like you would invest in Apple, for example, right? Like you would invest in technology, you would invest in computers, in Microsoft, in like, you know what I mean? Like it's so easy to make so much money like really quickly, I feel like, when you already know what's gonna happen. It's like a Wall Street dream. Also, a mystery woman from EOT search continues. Female, red hair, late 20s, linked to Joyce. Dr. Kim, recruit, highly regarded as Joyce's competitor in the field. Bush elected December 12th. That's so funny. The elected. Damn, the shade. Holy moly. The outcome bubble peaks. Buy America Online. Start El Salvador groundwork. 10 to keep PR. Ready plan concerning Afghanistan. White. Real estate sales done. Improve relations with PMCs. Warren Stevenson. Invest New York. Collect assets. Crazy. So much preparation. Afghanistan in 2002. Is it over? Establish relations with Facebook team. Lead on mystery woman found spotted near Joyce's workshop. Double security around workshop. UN Security Council. US to Afghanistan. Oh my god. So I don't know like how much of this is meta, not meta commentary, but like I'm leaning more towards everything happened in our actual history of mankind, like IRL. Everything happened and whatever, and then he knows obviously all those things, and then he invested and whatever. But like, how much in the world of this game and in the lore, how much of what he did influenced some of the events we've been through? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they take that into account or not at all, because usually that's the case for this loop. It's like everything happens, and sometimes it's even because of you, right? So I don't know, like the war in Afghanistan, did he have a hand in that? Like, who knows, right? Like, probably not, but yeah, it's just interesting to think of. It's the butterfly effect, basically. 5 years in stage wrong 1 path. Can you imagine? Like, I talked about how it must have felt for Beth and the psychological warfare on herself, but it's the same for Paul, you know? It's just Paul had like a different plan, but it was the same. They were going through the same shit and realizing the same shit as well, of being like, well, this is all pre-written. I can't do anything about it, but I'm still gonna try, right? It's so interesting. They had a very similar path. It's just that he has powers and she had the harness. That's literally the only difference between the two. And then, of course, how they decided to react to it all is different, but yeah. Stocks. This is so interesting. Lifeboat planning session. Facebook, February 4th. Like, is it because of him that Facebook was made? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just interesting. Bush re-elected. Southeast Asia earthquake. Send emergency aid to Thailand visible. PR team to Thailand. Get good shares, Facebook. Bush again. And then question mark? Oh shit, Katrina, yeah. Holy. YouTube! YouTube launch. Holy. Possible mystery woman citing several reports of her in Bradbury area. No confirmation. Sweeping area for possible leads. This is crazy. I feel like, you know, I was in high school in 2005. Yes, I'm a millennial. And well, I guess it's middle school for you guys in the States, but for us it's like it's all high school. I guess middle school would be more. I was like 11, 12, you know. And it's crazy to think that YouTube started then. That's insane. I don't know. It's just, it's such a big part of my life now. You know, like I literally make a living out of it. I would have never known. Like, that's completely unpredictable. And like, what if I had started back then, like doing videos, you know? I didn't start until like 2020. You know, it took me so long, but it was a thing, like way back, and I was watching stuff on YouTube and Let's Plays and all that, but like, imagine you go back in the past, you know YouTube's gonna be a thing, and you're like, I'm not missing out this time, I'm gonna be one of the first to do Let's Plays, you know? I don't know, it's just so crazy. It wasn't always there, you know? We had MySpace and we had, you know, MSN Messenger for like a while, and then we had LimeWire, and then it became FrostWire, so we could download music. You know, those were the days. It's really interesting because nowadays Gen Z, I feel like I am generalizing here, but Gen Z don't really pirate anymore stuff like torrent and stuff like that. Like for us millennials, most millennials, that was just normal. It was like everyone would pirate everything. Like back then the internet was the Wild West. You don't understand. Like if you're not a millennial and you're younger, say like in your 20s now, you might not know, but the internet was so different back then, and it still is, you know, the Wild West a little bit. Like everyone does whatever they want, you know, but back then there was no regulation, no laws, no nothing. It was so new. And you know, like at the very start of the 2000s, and even into 2010, it still was new, like somehow. And the games, like that's so crazy to me. Games in 20 years, games completely changed. Like the landscape of gaming, and I'm just going on a tangent here, but like it's so crazy to think back on when I was young and I would play on the Nintendo, like the very first issued Nintendo ever, not 64, like the very first Nintendo. And I would play fucking Mario and like Duck Hunt, you know, and it was crazy. It was so cool to play that. And then when PC gaming started as well, like that was a whole other thing that just revolutionized gaming, the gaming space. And now we have games like this, you know, like, and this game is a little older even, but you would have never thought this was possible back then. Like, it's so crazy how the technology just exploded in the 2000s. You had to be there, you know, like you had to, like, I went from my high school days, right? Middle school, high school, went from Walkman. Well, Walkman was at its end. Walkman was more like elementary school for me, right? But some of the millennials that I know, it was like their high school days was a Walkman, a literal cassette, okay? A literal cassette you would put in your Walkman to listen to music, okay? And then there was like disc, and then there was like iPods, but not even before that. It was other brands, and like you didn't have any. It was shuffle, you know, or you didn't have any screen. There was no screen. Like that was not a thing. It just didn't exist. So we had that at the start of like middle school, for example, for me. And then when I finished high school, it was smartphones were starting. Like smartphone was starting to be a thing. Like, isn't that crazy? Like the jump. And it's just a couple years, you know? It's so insane, and it's so cool to look at here. And he's trying to obviously invest in the right things, and that's genius. That's also what I would do. It's so nostalgic to look back on those years. The early 2000s for me were obviously my formative years, you know? So, and the technology just went insane. And then the internet, and there was no regulation. Everyone was pirating everything. Like, nowadays, the youngsters are scared of doing it, but back in the day, like everyone. And you would receive letters from like, like the government or whatever. You would receive letters saying like, oh, we've noticed you've been on this or that website pirating. You know that's illegal. But they wouldn't do anything. Like, it wouldn't amount to anything. I don't know if you guys ever received that that kind of letter, but we did here. And we were just like, the parents were like freaking out. We were just like, it's okay, it's fine, they can't do anything, and they couldn't. Like that's how it was. Yeah. Obtain Apple stock. See, that's what I mean. Pharmacorp. Swine flu mania. Cheap. Oh my god. Flight 778. Sell stock before bank crisis in 2007. Oh my god, that's true. That's so true. Twitter in 2006. Holy shit. Do not sell before 2013. That's crazy. Helpless to remember. 2006. Stutter-proof field. iPhone release. Get Apple stocks a lot. Peru disaster? Question mark? Yeah, you don't remember everything, you know? Like, if I got sent back, I'd be like, when was this again? I would need to keep track, like, so bad on all the news. Financial crisis starts. Yeah, I bet you didn't have any problems. Virginia, buy oil. iPhone announcement in 2007. That was crazy. Like, we went from... I didn't have a phone until I was 18. Honestly, we didn't need it back then. I had a couple of friends who had phones, and it was like flip phones, or... It was like Nokia or BlackBerry phones, so it was like really sturdy, and flip or not flip, and just like you had ABC 3 letters on each number, and you had to and my friends were so good at like texting with that, but like flip obviously was like, whoa, flip, and then you have like a whole keyboard, oh shit, you know, like that was the shit. But iPhones were not a thing then. I don't think they existed even back then. Also, iPod for us came before iPhone, if I'm not mistaken. So people who had iPods to listen to music were like, whoa, you're rich, like you have the latest tech, right? Because before that it was other MP3 brands, you know, like it was not Apple. I never had an iPod. I know I did later. It was like a square one. I really loved that fucking thing. It was so good. I would listen to it in the bus and all that. But anyways, yeah, I didn't have a phone until like I was 18. So like 2000. I'm thinking. Wait, 2011, 2012. I'm trying to calculate in my head. So yeah, I didn't have that, and the first one I got was a smartphone, but I've never had an iPhone. I don't like Apple. I don't like how they control. I don't like the control they have on the interface and user interface. Does that make sense? I don't like that. I prefer more free. So I don't like Apple, so I've never had an iPhone, but I had an iPod. I did get an iPod for a birthday, if I'm not mistaken, or Christmas, which was a big deal. Anyways, so this is crazy. Oh my god. iPhone announcement. Oh my goodness. And when people had that, it was like, holy shit, the new tech. Look what you can do. Look at the pictures you can take with it. And nowadays it's like, it's still that. It's still like, oh holy shit, new tech. Look at how good the pictures are. But if you would see like the pictures we could take back then, it was like so bad. It was so bad compared to now. The cameras were so bad, you know? It's just crazy. It's crazy to think of. I really loved the 2000s, like early 2000s years. They're really nostalgic for me. My formative years, you know. Obviously the 90s as well, but I was really young. I was born in 93, so like I was young, you know. I don't remember that much in the 90s. I still do, but early 2000 I remember most. Yeah. Prepare for subprime change. 2009. So much happened, like politically, in those years. I graduated high school in 2010. A year early, because I skipped a year when I was in elementary school. WikiLeaks, November 28th. I'm trying to read everything. I'm sorry, this must be so boring for you guys. Williams research obtained. Grease bailout, Deepwater spill. Dr. Sophia Amaral. Haiti earthquake, dude. I remember that too. Oh my god. So much happened in those years. And now the landscape is so different tech-wise, you know. The Japan tsunami, I remember like it was yesterday. No kidding. 2011 for me, that's not a long time at all. But it is. It really is now. We're in 2026. Oh my god. Like, holy shit. Occupy Wall Street, I remember that. Of course, like I was... Yeah. Arab Spring begins, yep. Use Greek crisis to get cheap real estate in Europe. NASA Curiosity launch. Curiosity landing Mars in 2012. Higgs boson. Holy shit, that's crazy. In 2013, I was in university. The Snowden! Final chance to remove Snowden link! That's funny! Vision. Shifters emerging before EOT. Is this possible? Must push Striker tech to prepare. Snowden leak. Holy, that was a whole thing, guys. Holy moly. That leak changed the world. Ebola outbreak, yep. So I was in Japan by then. In 2014 and 15 I was in Japan. I was living there. Ukraine. Yeah. Flight 370. Oh shit, yeah. Holy moly. You're not prototype ready. Oh, gotcha. Volkswagen. Nepal quake. New phase of matter found. And 2016 is funny because now the game is set in that year. But that's already 10 years ago. Fracture begins. So much has happened since then. Actually, your boards would be full. Oh my god. In what distant deep or skies burned the fire in thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hands are dare seize the fire? I am the symmetry of fear. I am the weight of salvation. I am chosen. Ooh. Gray area events unknown. Is she connected to Artemis? Mission still exists, must find essential to maintain control over next steps. Start excavation already at 2020 levels. How is that really? Like maybe you made a mistake. William Joyce dead. Vision came true. No. Earliest time delivery for the cure. Sickness permanent cure. Shifter testing. These are just plans. You don't know if that's gonna happen, right? Lifeboat entry. Fracture solution research commences 2020. And then end of time from 2021. Solution to fracture areas estimate delivery 17 subjective years after EOT. Phase 3 complete, end of time prep. Sorry guys, that took me a while, but that was like so interesting. It's just crazy to think back on everything, you know. So he has a shit ton of money, obviously. I would do, you know. Oh, I love this. I love this. I actually have a little, like, it's not the same, but my background has a library that has a weird thing going on too. Like, you guys can't really see, but it has like hypnotic a little bit feel to it. I love a bit of a weird library like that. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's bad for the books or whatever. Like I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you know more about books than me. You probably do. Like how to properly keep books so that they don't get worse with time. Maybe that's bad, I don't know, but it looks so cool. But if it's bad, I wouldn't do it, obviously.
Report.
Sir, you ordered us to search the demolished lab. Your treatments were destroyed, but there was one left. The casing appears to be broken, but it's all we could find.
That's our Should I check stuff?
The treatment's right here. Whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah, it's the Junction thing. Clarice, Mr. Serene, I just heard that you ordered Mr. Hatch arrested. I understand that there appears to be damning evidence against him, but at the risk of offering my opinion where it's not wanted, I ask you to reconsider the situation. As Mr. Hatch has repeatedly said, there are people working against you within Monarch. And I believe he is right. I don't know who they are, obviously, but I believe that Mr. Hatch's attempts to expose them have made him a target. I'm sure you can see what I mean. It seems very convenient that just as Mr. Hatch has been trying to convince you that there are people you can trust within Monarch, your treatments are destroyed, and he is implicated. Looking at this from the point of view of an actual traitor, I can't think of a better way to get rid of a threat strike against you and ally suspicion, all in one bold move. Obviously, sir, I trust your judgment, but you know I have the highest respect for you. And you know, I don't mean to second guess you. Still, I'm afraid that you're being manipulated. Martin Hatch is not your enemy. He is, though. So are you too? Treatment. That's the Junction. Let's see.
My treatments. But it's damaged. Is it safe to use?
Sir? I didn't catch that.
Or is it a trap? Another betrayal.
Oh boy. That's, I think, him just going a little...
The treatment will make me weak. Is that what they want? Can any of them be trusted?
Controller surrender. Let's see control.
I'm not a traitor. You're the same now. And I need your help.
I can focus on the mission. The lifeboat. See it through to the end. I still have allies I can trust.
Look, you have to realize you're not gonna keep me from getting the CFR.
Last chance to walk away, Joyce!
Liam Burke. He would fight to defend us. To slow Jack down. The plan could still work.
Shit, I don't want to kill him. Fuck. What about surrender?
You have all betrayed me. Assured my downfall. And now, I will assure yours.
My world will be renewed. My world will see balance.
My
Chaos.
world.
It's falling apart. They're working against me. They're fighting each other.
Okay, so Liam dies whatever we do.
Access to the CFR. All right. Joyce fixes the fracture. He fixes the world. Now go home happy.
Charlie Wincott. Another weakling. A traitor siding with Jack.
That's cool.
I can make them suffer. All of them.
Eee, I don't know. Serene holds on to his reason in a final effort to see his plan through, or Serene stops fighting his Crown Syndrome, he loses faith in his plan and Monarch. Both look so interesting, but I'm gonna go with Control, because I don't think he would just surrender now. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Thank you. I'll be right down. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
He's starting to have like
I
influence.
Feel more clear-headed, calmer. But it won't last. I need to work fast while I still can. Bradbury swimming pool.
%72%. Yeah. I'm not surprised because like, but I was really curious about the other one though. I'm gonna have to stop here. This is just a recap.
Serene's become unhinged.
But I'm gonna have to stop
He's
because the episode will be too long and I need to go
He
dancing.
has the chance to fix it, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to let things end. And this is where we come in.
So I'll stop before the next live show. But next time we're gonna have popcorn again.
5 minutes out, Mr. Hatch. I've come to free you, my friend.
Usually it's quite long, right? And I need to go, so...
To return to the infinite.
Yeah, that was crazy. He said my world renewed, so I think he comes from the
He paid
future.
a visit minutes before the explosion.
He's a shifter or
Sophia's
something.
loyal. If the fracture's happening now, I owe this to her.
He's a villain.
Dr. Holden, the protocol's been initiated.
Liam?
That part. Oh my god. That part was so good. And after what he told her, oh, I love them so much. I really hope nothing happens to him, but I don't know. I hope he works with us, with Jack. Damn it. Yeah, we'll stop here. But next time, do not worry. Next time, we'll watch the live show and we'll play some more. I love this game. I really do. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if how it's gonna end because I think it's all already written and it's kind of doomed, but we'll see. We'll see, I guess, where they go with this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.